Hello and welcome to another Train Sim World 2 video. It's very rainy today and we are going to be driving from, well, we're here in, I believe, Rochester. We're going to be stopping off at Strood and then we're going to be finishing up at Ebbsfleet. However, that's not the point of today's video, because the point is that the Glasgow Cathcart Circle has been pretty much, fully announced at this point. We know the release date. We've had a preview stream, and I'm going to be talking about it, my reactions, my thoughts, my feelings towards this DLC, which you are going to have to pay for, obviously. It will be made available on June the 10th on all platforms. Consoles will get it earlier, because on Steam it's basically manually unlocked, so you'll get it later on June the 10th. Whereas consoles will pretty much get it on midnight, because it's just, that's how it's set up. So yeah, it is looking very likely that I will just buy it at midnight. Whether I'll actually do a stream right after that, I do not know yet, but I'll see what I can do. So yeah, let's begin by discussing the details of what we're actually getting. And in this DLC we are getting the Glasgow Cathcart Circle route. It also includes well, all the branch lines, really. Let me just quickly refresh my memory. So we're going to be getting the Glasgow Cathcart Circle line. It's basically Glasgow to Newton and Neilston. Well, Neilston and Newton, those are the branch lines, and then Glasgow, that's Glasgow Central Station. And the actual Cathcart line itself is kind of like a thing that's sandwiched in between all of that. So what's very interesting about this particular route is because, well, just analysing it, it appears that the vast majority of the route we're actually going to be getting in the game is going to be usable at some point. So we are going to be able to drive on pretty much 95% of it, pretty much. We will be getting things like the depot, the turnaround points, the branch lines, obviously, Glasgow Central Station, the Cathcart Circle. We're going to get it all, really, and that's 20 miles worth of route right there. And I'd say that's pretty good, considering our initial thoughts around the forums were 17 miles, so 3 miles more. I mean, we can't really complain, because we're getting more than we thought we were getting. We are also going to be getting the Class 314 in the ScotRail livery. I know I said previously that it was going to be the Strathclyde Prime partnership with Transport, Carman and Cream livery. It's not going to be that, because that was actually pretty much heavy speculation throughout the community that was, what we were going to be getting. Truthfully speaking, we're not getting that. Reason being is because, well, it's just they had in mind to do the ScotRail livery all along. Dovetail didn't exactly reveal anything about it. And you know what, the appearance of the train is, I'd say, very, very good. I mean, I can't see anything wrong with it. I've spent a while looking at other models in the train simulator. Been looking at different offerings, like from Armstrong Powerhouse and what's already in the game, really. And yeah, it looks good. The livery is great. The Saltire ScotRail livery, that's excellent. Very well done on that one. Lovely colour scheme there. The inside of the train, again, looks great. The only thing I'm kind of not a fan of is on the dashboard. It basically has a letter, kind of like, it's in Tipex. If you don't know what Tipex is, it's that stuff you spread over a mistake on paper and then you write on top of it, like that kind of stuff. It's like white ink, sort of, not really, a correction fluid. It's like it's got a letter on it, A or B, I think, and I guess that stands for what side of the train you're on, in case you need a reminder, or maybe something else. But it does look a bit off to me. In my opinion, it does look a little bit off, but I suppose it does add to the charm. These units are very, very old. They're 1978 to 79 when they were built, I believe. So that is a long time ago, and they will have been very well used in that time. So yeah, things happen. It doesn't look bad inside, don't get me wrong, it looks quite clean actually, and so does the outside. But yeah, there's definitely some character with the 314. Also, I'm happy to report that the sounds on the 314, they come from Armstrong Powerhouse. So we're certain that they're excellent because Armstrong Powerhouse just does an excellent job with all this, and they've actually been very kind to help dovetail out with this particular DLC. So thanks very much, Armstrong Powerhouse. We very much appreciate you and everything that you do. Excuse me a minute. But we are only going to be getting the 314 with the DLC. The route looks excellent. I mean, not just to my eyes, but I didn't see any comments in the stream that were saying, "Oh no, this is wrong," or "This doesn't look right," or "This is out of place." The only thing people remotely had to complain about was basically the passenger information system in the train and probably on the platforms as well. It's not working, but it wasn't working in the build. So they showed us a dev build, and even the people who were hosting the stream, Matt and JD, Sam wasn't with us this time around, but he will be with us in the next stream, which is coming out next week. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Friday as well, because, just it's exactly a week away. But they did say that it would likely be fixed by the time we get the route. I mean, it was still being worked on, even as they were doing the stream. They just got a previous build that was, it's stable. There's nothing really wrong with it. But the passenger information system doesn't actually work in that build. But it's likely in the one that we get, it will be working just fine. Sound mixing was the only other issue, but again, that's something to do with the build, not really to do with the game's fault. So yeah, it looked excellent, really. Just all around, great effort, and I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm definitely going to be picking it up. Now, the only thing that people might have a problem with is the price tag, because that's often what gets in the way of a lot of things like DLCs and just products in general in real life. It's going to be $24.99. That's in pounds, by the way. That's not dollars or Australian dollars or US dollars or Canadian or euros. It's in GBP, pounds. So translate £25 into whatever currency that you currently have, and you'll get a decent enough idea of what it is. However, you can probably always check your store as well if you have Steam, or I think you can browse the Steam store without necessarily downloading the app on your PC. I don't know, but if you manage to see the Steam store and you see how much it is in your native currency, that's just like a guideline. That's what it's going to be. And if you are on Steam, you can actually pre-order it. Consoles can't do that, however, it's just how it works. So if you are on Steam, you can pre-order it and get a 10% discount if you pre-order it, which I think is a good offer, personally. I mean, consoles don't get it, and I'm not going to be getting that discount, but still, I think it's good. It's a good little discount. Yeah, it's only 10%, but it's much better than paying full price. It's a bit of extra incentive there to pre-order. So, yeah, it looks good. Is it worth the money? That is the question. Well, looking at what we have, 20 miles of route, one train that's done really, really well, excellent sound, excellent models, great route, just in how it looks, how it functions. It's an interesting route too. It's not like one of these where you're going to be driving for hours and hours and hours doing nothing. It's literally stop, start, stop, start. Just imagine Bakerloo. This is direct from the stream, by the way, direct quote. Imagine Bakerloo, but bigger, and you're obviously not underground. Like that. That was apparently the analogy. And I'd agree with that, because you're stopping at pretty much every single station in service mode anyway, probably in scenarios as well. There is quite a lot of scenarios, I will say that, more than we usually get. And for services, I think there was 206 or 208, one of those two numbers. Realistically speaking, doesn't really matter whether it's 206 or 208. I mean, having two extra routes is, two extra services is all fine and good, but it doesn't kind of matter in the grand scheme of things. Just take like 208 as a guideline, or 206 if you're feeling a bit less generous. So that's good as well. I mean, that's a decent number. Won't complain about that. 314 is the only train that's going to have, that amount of services on it, but there are going to be other trains that are compatible with it, so you can use other trains that you have previously on this route. And if they do decide to add some DLC locomotives in, it will be probably pretty easy to do that, and so that will expand upon it even more. So I mean, if you were looking forward to another train perhaps appearing alongside the 314, you might just get your wish. It's just that it's not happening now, and you only get one train with the DLC. It's a really well done thing, but you only get the one train, and all the numbers of the train, all of the codes and. So yeah, I mean, is it worth £25 to do? For me, I think it's fine, because it's so well done that it would feel wrong to sort of say that it's not worth that. I was thinking it might have been more along the lines of £19.99, like £20, because I just thought that might be the case, because Isle of Wight, that had one locomotive and a route that was pretty short. But in all fairness, I mean, I wouldn't say that £25 is a terrible price. It's not like the worst thing ever. So just choose what you think about it. Think about what you want, and if it ends up being too much money in your opinion, you could always wait until sale, and it is likely to go on sale at some point. Or if you just need more time to think about it, like I said, they've done a stream on the 28th of May on a Friday, so you'll be able to tune into that. You'll be able to have a look after the fact, and then there's also a stream coming up next week with that one will have Sam in it. I've forgotten who else will be, but it will be showing off more about Glasgow Cathcart, because this first stream was meant to be an introduction, and the rest of it will be more heavily focused on answering questions. There is probably a forum thread open as we speak that lets you ask questions if you really, really want to right now. But I'd say follow along with it if you really want. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I can't complain. I don't think they've done anything wrong here. I will be able to pick it up on day one because, well, I get paid on the 7th of every month, so obviously the 10th is after the 7th. So yeah, I'll be able to pick it up, and I don't know about streaming it though. I really don't know, because YouTube, it's a bit awkward. It's been awkward. I tried to do a stream recently, and it just didn't work. No word of a lie, it just wouldn't have it. So, hoping that when we get to that point where I can actually stream it, we'll be able to get it, as normal. And if I can't stream it, I'll do a video on it. I can upload videos. I don't see the stream problem interfering with the videos. So if I make a video about it, it'll take a while to upload, but I'll do my best. I'll always do my best. I do, however, want to state that I do want to take the Class 314 onto another route, just to just to really test it. Because on the Cathcart circle doing the services, you are going to be stopping at pretty much every single station along the way, and there's not really not really enough space. Excuse me, not enough space in between the different stations in order to really show it off, show what it can do. So I might take it along. I have something in my throat, hold on. Alright, there we go. I might take it along either East Coast way, maybe Tees Valley Line, I don't know. We'll just have to see what I feel like. Yeah, to really show off its potential. So then we'll have more space in between the stations, we can really get it up to speed and listen to those lovely sounds by Armstrong Powerhouse. We're going to need to do that anyway. I did recognise them pretty much immediately though, because I have been following along with the Class 314 in its other incarnations in Train Simulation, just to see what it's supposed to sound like, what it's supposed to be doing, how it performs, you know, all these details. I've been trying to keep up with those. So, yeah, I'll try my very best with that one. That's it. That's it with Glasgow Cathcart. Exciting thing. It's coming soon. Gonna be picking it up. Haven't heard much about anything else though. Class 313. They did state it would be coming out after Glasgow Cathcart Circle, so it's not going to be here yet. But I am looking forward to that one as well. It is near enough the same thing as the 314, except it's got some differences, obviously. And those are pretty interesting differences too. Like, one's going to be third rail power, like the 313 is. 314 is powered by a pantograph. So there's also probably going to be some differences in the interior, you know. Exterior differences as well. I can't really think of any to point out other than, you know, the shoe gear and the pantograph just either being there or not being there. And obviously the colour scheme. I don't know what I think about the colour scheme on the East Coast Way 313. I don't know how I feel about it. I certainly prefer the original BR blue variants of the livery. I like those, right? Those are very nice, in my opinion. But as for the East Coast Way Southern Rail livery, it looks good on most of the trains in their fleet, but I'm not sure about the 313 personally. It's just something about it just doesn't seem to mesh in my head. But still, I mean, decent looking thing, and I'm sure it'll be very nice with would it reuse the sounds? I don't think it would. Don't know. Maybe. But anyway, I think that pretty much almost does it for this video. Almost. And we're also going to be getting Cane Creek, which I'm not really too interested in, but it is worth mentioning that we are going to be getting Cane Creek pretty soon as well. Don't know when yet. Don't know when we're getting 313 either, but soon. They said soon after Glasgow Cathcart, so yeah, hopefully everything goes swimmingly and smoothly. Anyway, thanks very much for watching this little update video. I do hope you enjoyed it. I might release the footage that we've got in the background right now separately, so you can see it without any commentary, because it is an atmospheric route, an atmospheric journey I just did in the Class 43 HST. So yeah, I hope you're looking forward to seeing those videos from me when I eventually make them, maybe even a stream, hopefully a stream, because I just like to stream new content. So yeah, I'll see you all later. Have a good day, stay safe, and stick around if you really want to.